In 1990, a book that had been suppressed by emperors for nearly 1,400 years was finally made public. Within weeks, it ignited a firestorm across Asia, becoming a massive bestseller. This was no ordinary book. This was the Tui Bei Tu, China's forbidden book of prophecy. It contains 60 cryptic images, each said to predict a chapter of China's future. From the rise of its only female emperor, to world wars, to the political landscape of today, its accuracy is famously unsettling. But is this a genuine glimpse into the future or the most elaborate historical hoax ever created? The answer lies hidden within its pages. Our story begins in the 7th century, during the golden age of the Tang dynasty. Emperor Taizong, one of China's greatest rulers, was troubled by a persistent rumor. A prophecy that a woman from the Wu clan would one day usurp the throne. Determined to understand the future of his dynasty, he summoned two of the most brilliant minds in the empire. Li Chengfeng, a master astronomer and mathematician who could map the heavens, and Yuan Tiangong, a legendary Taoist mystic and master of divination. Together, they were tasked with creating a roadmap of China's destiny. Legend says Li Chengfeng became so engrossed in his calculations, peering thousands of years into the future, that Yuan Tiangong had to literally push him on the back to make him stop. This very act gave the book its name, Tui Bei Tu, the back-pushing picture. They created 60 images, or shang, each paired with a cryptic poem, charting the course of Chinese history, one dynasty at a time. The ink was barely dry when the book's power became terrifyingly clear. Its third prophecy depicted a woman holding a sword, with a title that hinted at a female ruler. Soon after, a woman from the Wu clan, Wu Zetian, rose through the court, broke all traditions, and declared herself empress, the one and only female emperor in China's 4,000-year history. The prophecy had come true. The imperial court was horrified. A book that could predict the rise and fall of emperors was too dangerous to be public knowledge. The Tui Bei Tu was immediately declared a forbidden book. Original copies were ordered destroyed. To confuse the public, the court allegedly created dozens of fake, altered versions and released them into circulation. For the next 1,000 years, the real Tui Bei Tu circulated only in the shadows, secretly hand-copied and passed between trusted scholars. Subscribe and like will be a great boost to your next video production. It wasn't until the 20th century that scholars began to systematically match the prophecies to known history. The parallels are chilling. Consider Prophecy 45. The image shows two spearmen attacking a sun. The poem reads, "Guests from the west arrive. The brave warriors have no heads." This is widely interpreted as Japan, the land of the rising sun, being defeated in World War II by two spearmen the Americans and the Allied forces. No heads is seen as a metaphor for surrender, the loss of military leadership. Let's look at Prophecy 37. The image shows a head of a ghost on top of a building gate. The Chinese character for ghost over the character for gate forms a new, single character MAO. This prophecy is believed to have predicted the rise of Mao Zedong and the establishment of the People's Republic of China from atop the Tiananmen Gate. And Prophecy 41, which reads, 99 years become one. The great dream will finally be fulfilled, though not without turbulence. This is famously interpreted as the 99-year lease of Hong Kong to Britain, which ended in its turbulent return to China in 1997. Time and again, the book seems to align perfectly with the past. But the most haunting sections are those that seem to speak of our present and our future. Prophecy 46 is deeply concerning to many analysts today. The image shows two scholars or officials, standing and facing away from each other, appearing outwardly polite but filled with distrust. The poem speaks of a brave warrior from the west and an elegant scholar from the east. Many interpret this as the current standoff between the United States and China, a technological and economic Cold War, a conflict fought not with armies, but with strategy and suspicion. But it's the final prophecies that offer both terror and hope. Prophecy 59 shows a man pouring water into a container held by another, with a bird standing on a cliff in the background. The poem is cryptic, one person for 1,000 miles, unifying the world as one family. Believers see this as a prophecy of a future leader, a savior figure, who will emerge after a period of great global conflict to unite humanity. It speaks not of an apocalypse, but of a great rebirth into an age of unprecedented peace. Of course, there is a powerful counter-argument. Historians point out a critical flaw: we don't know which version of the Tui Bei Tu is the original. The most popular version today was edited and annotated by a scholar named Jin Shengtan in the 17th century. Many academics believe that Jin Shengtan may have heavily altered the text, rewriting the prophecies to better fit the historical events that had already happened up to his time. Skeptics argue the poems are a classic example of vague, prophetic language. They are so symbolic and open-ended that a clever mind can make them fit almost any event with the benefit of hindsight. Is the book's accuracy real, or is it just our human desire to find patterns in chaos? It is a question that may never be answered. 14 centuries after it was written, China's forbidden prophecy continues to fascinate and disturb. For believers, it is proof that history is a grand, repeating cycle, and that the future is not entirely unknown. For skeptics, It is a timeless reflection of our deep-seated need to find order in a random world. Perhaps the ultimate question is not whether the Tui Bei Tu is true, but why, even in our modern world, we still have a profound desire to believe. What do you think? Is it a genuine prophecy or a clever fabrication? Let us know in the comments.